All right. Okay. I want to make sure you understand what we're going to talk about tonight, which is activated charcoal. I like to give clinical studies. I like to give information on what you should and should not do to make sure you don't get caught up. I got to make sure I watch what I say, because here on the social media platforms, you cannot speak on certain things. What's up, Mrs. Shane? Okay. What's up? Grand evening to you as well. All right. Now, make sure this is what we do when we come on here. I'll have you guys take notes. Make sure you get your pen and paper out so you don't gatekeep when you want to help individuals with information that they should have and whatnot. So anyways, we're going to, I want to make sure that if you want to make sure you get the real live information directly from me, information that will not be hidden when they talk about what you can and can't do to your body, and I give you the raw and uncut, go to 4 Sides of Life and opt in. 4sideslife.com and opt in so you can be part of the email list, and you can get information like I've already sent out last week with details with individuals that knowing how to take care of their body. Okay. Now, with the early bird sale, I'm gonna make sure I say this, and I'm gonna say it towards the end. Some people usually come in towards the end, but when it comes to the early bird sale with my herbalist course, the first people that get it at the end of this month, we release it. It'll be $1 for the first person, second person $2, the third person $3, fourth person $4, the fifth person $5, all the way up to 350 people. That's over 10,000 people on the email list, but only 20% of people open up their email list and read it. So the last person will still get my course to how to be a herbologist for less than 40% off. Okay. So don't think you're losing here. I'm trying to raise consciousness of individuals that can help people within counties, states, and cities. I'm creating a directory of several natural healers all over United States of America. You'll be able to find them in your city, your county, your state. It's taking me some time to put it together, but I will complete it and finish it. Okay. So just wanted to make sure you had that news. I'll share that later on towards the end, but we're going to talk about the power of activated charcoal. So I like to give announcements for about a good 4 to 5 minutes so people can get their pen and paper and allow people to get into the room, because I'll be dropping science and clinical studies and peer review information, not my research. Information that's out there that you should already know about, secrets that they don't tell you. And it's a secret if you don't know. Okay. It's a secret if United States has gatekept the information from you knowing how to take care of your body naturally. Okay. So don't think that where you live at, in this country, they have your best interest. They don't. If they did, people like myself, like Dr. Sabi, Dr. Layla Africa, Dahudi Ma'adrad, Queen Afru, Dr. Christopher John, and actually Dr. Morris, and now actually soon to be Dr. Kareem, we would not be in business. Okay? So I want to make sure you understand that there's always been a fight since the beginning of time with natural healers. They get all their pharmaceutical drugs, aka drugs, pharmaceutical drugs. They know it's fake and it's not real. They get it all from Mother Nature. And then they actually put a nice spin on it and make it just ultra, just so filthy, and give you a temporary relief. Okay. Okay. So press 1. I need at least a few in the classroom. Press 1 if you're ready to take some notes. Okay. I just want you to be ready. I'm going to read some definitions so you can understand. But then we're going to go into once you take notes. And the whole purpose of taking notes is for you to have some information to share with your family and friends. Okay, not to gatekeep. Appreciate it. We got some ones up in here. Good, good, good. So let me read the power of activated charcoal. Okay, let me read it. Let me read it. Because I want you guys to you're gonna be amazed at what they have gatekeep from you. Wow. Wow, I tell you, boy. So what is activated charcoal? Because y'all be getting so scary and thinking that everything is just so spookism, but you have to understand where you live, where you reside, okay? So what is activated charcoal? Activated charcoal is a fine black powder made from things like coconut shells, hardwood, or bamboo that has been burnt at a very high heat, but without oxygen, okay? That special burning process leaves behind pure carbon. And when it's activated, that's the key, tiny little holes and pores open up all over it, giving it a surface area such as that just 1 teaspoon could cover 10,000 of square feet. Those tiny holes act like a sponge or a magnet inside your body. But instead of soaking things up like a sponge, it grabs, like Dr. Umar Johnson says 3 times. It grabs onto that kind that's called, what is it called? Absorbent. Okay, not bad stuff, but toxic things, chemical poison and gases and waste. Okay, why is this so important to your body? So how does this work in your body? When you drink or use activated charcoal, drink, because you can use it externally. You don't have to take it internally, all right? It doesn't get absorbed into the bloodstream. It stays inside your gut. It just kind of hangs out a little bit. Travels through the system like a cleanup crew. That's what activated charcoal does. Along the way, it traps toxics and chemicals, helping it remove from your liver. There go that liver again. The power of the liver is supposed to detox. And your kidneys. Might be a struggle to filter out, but after it keeps moving through with water, it's going to flush right out. Because of that, hospitals, listen to this, hospitals actually use medical grade activated charcoal. Damn. Did you know? Press 2 if you knew that the hospital uses medical grade activated charcoal. Probably didn't even tell you what it's for. Anyways, for emergencies is what they use it for. Like poisons. We got a few people already know about, like poisons. And if you take an overdose of something. I remember my queen one time when they was coming out with these edibles, and somebody in the family gave her one of them cookies. Oh my God, she know it's true. She ain't watching tonight. Oh my God, gave her one of those edibles. And when I say she was all over the place with hallucinations and everything, she was like, she wasn't herself. We got people in the room. Some of them right now know what I'm talking about. They remember. But I was chilling because they was among their girls' friends. And I was just doing me. Next thing I know, my little herbologist queen, she was like, get my queen, get my king, get my husband. I need to get some activated charcoal. It just so happened, I don't remember having none. I'm like, I don't even know where it's at. You know, at that morning time, I didn't have all my stuff in the right places at the right. I'm like, I think she found some. I think she found some. My moderator might be in here. She was there. She might remember that they gave her some, but she went right to sleep later. But she was tripping. But she knew that if I can just get me some activated charcoal, maybe I can calm some of this down. And then found out later on, the lady that was actually giving these edibles, crazy. She actually used activated charcoal, one of her medical grades, just in case people went too over the top. She had some special type of activated charcoal she would give them to help them calm down. Wow. So they already know what's up. You might not know what's up, but I'm going to give you at least what natural healers do on the other side, what we do, okay? I'm going to give you some recipes, what we do. I'm going to give you clinical studies, what they do all over the world, what they've been doing, but they've been gatekeeping from you. Little black powder that you can buy at Amazon, sometimes you can find at your local store, Walmart. And you don't even know what it does. And you don't even know how to use it. I'll tell you, when my teacher said, Tahuti Maharaj said, United States has done a good job of dumbing the people down. They make sure you stay stupid. Damn, it makes me mad sometimes when I think about it, because that's how ignorant they try to make sure they push us to be extra stupid. God damn, but I'm going to run my mouth and I'm going to tell it, but they messed up. And they told me how to tell. You got to tell it in the story. Let me actually put my disclaimer up. By the way, this is not medical advice. I'm dumb. I'm slow. I'm stupid. Go ahead and lock that in and put it in a meme. Put it in a short. Put it out there. I don't mind. You ain't going to do nothing but help me. I'm slow and I'm dumb. I don't know nothing. I'm stupid. This is for entertainment purposes only. Make sure you check with your licensed, fabricated, licensed practitioner doctor that's actually already locked in the system to make sure they can teach you and give you and prescribe you what you're supposed to have, okay? I'm not licensed by Massa, okay? So make sure you check with Massa's little puppeteers and imps that don't know how to do no better and highlight them. There are some doctors out there, nurses, that will help you. I got some on my profile that will help you on the side if you do not put their license at risk. So make sure you know that I'm not no licensed practitioner under any state, okay? So Kareem is dumb and slow. So let me put my little banner up to make sure I protect myself just in case you individuals try to get me caught up. And he said he's a doctor. He said he's licensed. He said he can subscribe. He said what he said was facts. This is all a lie. Come on, man. You should know by now where you live. You should know by now where you reside. You should know by now that this country don't give two about you. Nothing. Okay? It ain't like you can't get it, but in their minds, if you don't read, I'm not going to help you. If you sit there and only allow me to give you my information on the television and tell you what the lies is and all in their little narratives of their books, and if you allow me to tell it, I'm going to tell you what I want you to know. Yeah, that's how they feel. They feel that you don't deserve to know the truth because you opted and signed in for lies. So yeah. Let me now. I'm gonna just stay where I'm at. I'm gonna stay where that's me in the medical world. Somebody said, Miss, okay. My staff and I are open up a free receive for me. Okay, keep it well. Yeah. So if you up in there as a nurse and a doctor, y'all know y'all have to watch what you say. You gotta be careful even helping patients. they will have you lose your whole livelihood, have you locked up, have you not working no more, banned, blocked, blackballed. You can't even treat nobody no more. So you can't even tell nobody the truth. They'll be like, well, I just did what this person over here told me. You up here ratting and stitching somebody out that's trying to help you. Come on, man. But see, Kareem is a little bit like this. I want to make sure I give you medical information that's been already peer reviewed in clinical studies all over the world. Who you gonna tell on then? Yeah. Can't tell then. So listen, I want to make sure you let's get to it, because I could talk to you too on Blue about how don't be listening to these clowns out here and whatnot, and make sure you do this right. Now, okay, what does it do to your body? Okay. Now, when you drink or use activated charcoal, we're gonna get to what you're supposed to write down in a minute. It doesn't get absorbed in the bloodstream. Oh, I already read that. It just traps it. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Let's keep going. Okay, the main uses of the traditional plus modern. All right, traditions is someone like myself that's been taught down the years from other people that pass it down. And as they pass on to another dimension, they make sure somebody like me has it. So I make sure that I'm going to have 300 to 3,000, if 30,000 plus, that I pass it on to them. I'm trying to put a dent in actual this world of natural healers. So when I pass on to another dimension, someone else, multiple, I just need one to be like me. I need one to be like the Houthi Mahatma. I need one to be like Dr. Sebi. I need one to be like Dr. Layla Africa. I need one queen to be like Queen Afu. I need just one before I'm out of here. So we have to cast a net out there, as many as we can, thousands, hoping one is born. The Dr. Layla Africa, the Houthi Mahatma, and Sebi was like Martin Luther King in the herbologist world, was Dr. X in the herbologist world, Malcolm X. That's how we is. Okay. You want to make sure someone is left behind to keep this message going and saving the people. Yeah. Sometimes they chase us out the country like they did Sebi. Anyways, what do they use it for? Emergency detox for poison, drug overdose, and chemical exposure. This is what the hospital uses it for. They also use it for gas, bloating relief, blood purification support, water and air cleanse, wound and skin healing, oral and health. Okay. Japan did a study on this bad boy, and they was helping people out with what? Dialysis and liver and kidney regeneration of the cells, not the organ, the cells that sit on top of the organ. Regeneration of those good cells, all right, from the liver and the kidneys. Wow. They use it in conjunction with the assistance of the actual machines that they have for dialysis in the actual clinics. They used it together. That's Japan. United States and Europe, at this time of emergency, they use it for emergency treatments for overdose and toxins. They don't want to go too far. China use it for cases of what? What is it called? Dialysis and the big C, cancer. Wow. Africa and India traditionally, see, this is traditionally, Africa and China use it to relieve the stomach gas and air, use it as a skin healer and bites and stings. So you individuals have an issue with the mosquitoes and they just swelling you up. You can use upholsters. Look that up. You can use activated charcoal on top of the skin. Okay, and it will draw out that poison bite of the mosquito. Some of y'all be getting really bruised up from the mosquitoes, man. They be jacking y'all up. And they don't only just chase type O blood. They chase all type of sweet blood. Okay. Pause. Anyway, somebody sent me a little thing that I need to put out that I can hit the button. I want to shout out you, brother. You didn't even say your name, man. So it's kind of, you sent me something with a pause button and Dame Dash talking, his boss stuff, but it ain't you didn't say a name. You didn't put nothing in the box. I wanted to know who you are so I could say I appreciate you. But this is as far as I can go. Anyways, I want to make sure we go down here and I give you some recipes right here. I want to give you some recipes. I want you to get your pen and paper out because I don't want you to get jacked up. I sent these already to individuals that is part of my email list at foresightislife.com. They got all this sent to them. I send my stuff out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's when I send my stuff out for individuals that can have it. But anyways, I want to make sure you get these recipes right here because don't sit up there and try to make this your all be all, and don't be no damn fool. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you use things that can assist and help your body, but you have to understand what you're doing. Okay? You have to understand what you're doing. Okay? So I'm going to give you about 2 or 3. I don't want to keep you extra long, and I'm going to tell you what it's for. All right? So I'm going to make sure how long I've been going. Okay, it's been 20 minutes. Somebody said Paul. So yeah, press 2 if you're ready for this information, because I want to make sure that you guys have your pen and paper out, and then I'm going to take it slow so you can write these recipes down, because if you ain't part of the email list, you ain't going to get it and whatnot. When taking MG, we should take zinc and copper. What is it? Somebody said when taking MG, we should take zinc and copper with MK7 and B1. Somebody's trying to give y'all some fire information. MK7, let me look that up, man. I think that one right there might be the wrong one, but let me make sure. Sometimes I get distracted with some people in the comment, you know, so to make sure, because we as these people here, you might get wrong. Okay, good. You talking about K2. All right. Good. All right. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Make sure you understand K2. K2 is for calcium delivery and making sure the calcium don't clog up your arteries. And when you take in large amounts of calcium, when we're talking about you doing something what the doctors is giving you, or you doing eggshells, you want to make sure you do vitamin D with calcium, with K2. Anyways, let me get back to this right here. Okay. So here's the first recipe right here. Appreciate you guys already pressing the 2s. All right. For an internal, that's inside your body, blood cleanse recipe. So write down blood cleanse recipe with activated charcoal. Because back in the day, I used to be able to just show you and do it. YouTube, even TikTok, they don't like it. The social media platforms have shut us down. So if you're a big YouTube influencer, nah. You already got strikes. I can't show you no more. I can't show and tell. I got to teach you. But this way right here is safe. Yeah. All right. So good. Write this down right here. For blood cleanse inside your body, the purpose of it is a daily gentle blood and liver cleanse and kidney cleanse, morning or daily. You can use this daily, but it's not on a regular basis. If you do this, you'll want to do it kind of like daily for 5 to 7 days. Write that down, for 5 to 7 days. This is not for the rest of your life. You can kind of like do this once a season. If you're eating this trash in United States of America, because they in their minds, they done got you and me far away from our grandmothers, not knowing how to grow nothing, not knowing how to actually live off the land completely. You in the same boat I'm in. So you're going down buying their trash, what they grew, okay? What they put in the box. So that stuff right there will make you sick every day, all day. It's in your cupboards, it's in your refrigerators, and you have to at least do some type of cleansing every 90 days, at least every 90 days, every season. Most people don't want to do that. Press 3 if you understand you should do at least one cleanse every season. Man, this is not, at least be smarter than the other folks in your own home. Good. So a lot of individuals, appreciate you press 3. A lot of individuals don't even know that. At least every 90 days. If you, I mean, I'm not advocating you eat whatever you want, but if you eating whatever you want and you do this, your body will be so happy. Your kidneys, your liver, your gallbladder, your pancreas, your lungs, your heart, your bloodstreams. Damn. They'll be like, appreciate that. They'll be waiting for it. Okay. Anyway, right here. Do this for about 5 to 7 days for a good week. You ain't got to even do it a whole 90 days. You ain't got to do it 10 days, just 5 to 7 days. 8 ounces of spring water or distilled water. Write that down. 8 ounces. This is the recipe for a blood cleanse with activated charcoal. Okay. Call this a charcoal detox lemonade. So 8 ounces of spring water or distilled water. Okay. I thought I had a cup in here that was small. 8 ounces. Them things are small. Y'all think it's a lot. It really ain't. Okay. 1 teaspoon. TSP. Tom, Sam, Paul. Some people get confused when you say teaspoon and they think that's a tablespoon. And I want to spell it out for you. Not the, okay. So 1 teaspoon of activated charcoal powder. Food grade. You guys going to just buy whatever you want. You can find this all day long on Amazon and Walmart. Okay. Food grade. You just don't be buying whatever. All right. Matter of fact, if you buy the capsules, you could just break them up, but I would suggest you get the powder. I think I put something in there for my team to put up there. That's capsules if you want to take them daily. But some people just want to swallow the pills and they don't want to make no drink or whatever. Okay. You can add it to a juice, an organic juice, like a squeeze, a half an organic lemon, just half of a lemon. You know, I know you're probably saying you can find them in the store, the organic lemon. Organic ain't like it used to be back in the day because they know how to twist the words up and whatnot. But we're not here to be rocket science. Get yourself a lemon. Get yourself a lemon in the store, organic or not. It really don't matter, being honest. And you cut it in half and you squeeze that whole half a lemon in there. That's the other portion of the recipe. All right. 1 teaspoon of raw honey or black strap molasses. This is optional. You ain't got to put no sweetener in there. My choice of sweetener, I've been telling y'all for the longest, is allulose, stevia, or monk fruit. Okay. So myself, I'll probably put a tablespoon of monk fruit or half and half a tablespoon of monk fruit, half a tablespoon of allulose. I don't like the aftertaste of stevia. That's just me. So I just gave you sweeteners. These are optional. Some people can drink it straight and they be straight. Me, I need to have a little sweetener on some 8 ounces. Okay. Cause you know, I get like 2-3 ounces down and I got to drink the rest. I don't need to be drinking it and be like, damn, they're about to throw up. I don't need that. Okay. Got to have a little bit of sweetness added to that bad boy. Then a pinch. You can't measure that. It's with your fingers. Pinch. That's it. 1 pinch of sea salt or Himalaya salt or Celtic salt. These are the 3 powerhouses that you can kind of like use in your home when it comes to salt. Don't be just buying any old kind of salt, because them types other than any salt other than that allegedly cuts up your arteries inside your body. So throw it out if it's in your house. Allegedly, it cuts up your arteries inside your body and creates all kinds of issues and blood clots and you know, blockages in your arteries that lead to your heart and your lungs. Okay. Anyways, that's 1 recipe. Here's the directions on how to, it ain't really, I don't need no direction with that. Y'all already know what to do. You know, if you want to know the directions, you can actually make a whole, you know, picture that if you want to. And then you know what to use when you're measuring the 8 ounces when it comes to the teaspoon of activated charcoal. And you can kind of make a big batch that'll last a week and do it from there. Okay. Some people do that. And and this also helps with your we'll get into that. Activated charcoal is a beast when it comes to your teeth. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm finna order some of that right now because I want my teeth to be just a little bit whiter. Just a little bit. You know, you can add some activated charcoal with some coconut. Yeah, some coconut oil. Ooh, that bad boy is a beast. Coconut is an oil pulling. It will pull toxins out. Activated charcoal will do the same thing. And both of them together will make your teeth white. Anyways, next, press 4 if you're ready for the next recipe. I want to make sure you have at least 3 of them bad boys. Okay. Press 4 if you're ready for the next recipe. That was the blood cleanse one. All right. And the reason why it's called, I like to call it activated charcoal lemonade. You know, you're adding a half a lemon to that bad boy. Let me see if I got people right here that's pressing 4. Yeah, I got some people that press 4. Got some people that press 4. Okay, this one right here is called a chlorophyll power cleanser. So you're going to mix some chlorophyll with the activated charcoal because a lot of people don't know that chlorophyll is right there up in Walmart. See, one thing about the Europeans and United States of America, they know what you don't know. They know in that supplement section what to get and go home and make a concoction with. They know what to go look for on Amazon. You be like, what is that? So chlorophyll is a beast with doing an internal cleanser. That's one of some elixir that I usually give to family members when they're going through some major pain. I got me some new weapons when people going through, sciatic. Okay, they're going through major arthritis. They're going through some major back pain, and they just going through pain, period. You're like, man, why I have a body aches? I got me a chlorophyll recipe that's, check this. It's nasty. It don't taste good, but the people have dealt with me enough in the community. That's why I want to create a lot of y'all in your own community so you can help out. You ain't got to be making no money on this. You could just do these things to help love. I'm thinking I'm gonna put a book out. I gotta put a book out, tiny little secrets that I use on a regular basis in the community. That's y'all can have the recipes and you could do it yourself. Press 6 if you want me to put that together. I'll put it together. It's gonna take me a minute, but I'll put it together. Anyways, so write this down right here. This bad boy is a charcoal plus chlorophyll power cleanser. Oh, got me some people that put 6. It's gonna take me a few months, but I'll put it together for y'all. This right here. So you can have it all in one area. All right. This one right here is a deep blood oxygenation. Okay. It detoxes the liver, the kidneys when it's overload. And you thinking on overload because you can't feel it. Okay. You can have this midday or after your major evening meal. Okay. So that's right. The ingredients is right here. 8 to 10 ounces of water. 8 to 10 ounces of water. This one right here should be titled Charcoal Chlorophyll Cleanser. All right, charcoal chlorophyll cleanser. All right, so 8 to 10 ounces of spring water or distilled water, same thing. 1 teaspoon, same thing, teaspoon TSP. All right, activated charcoal powder. All right, food grade. We always stay in food grade. We don't want any old body selling you some activated charcoal. They might be putting charcoal coals in a bag and grinding them up, and you buy it. You just make sure, because when they put that. That's one thing about Amazon and Walmart. They make sure them individuals don't be lying. They can't lie, and they check them out and make sure it is full grade. That's why it's different for a lot of natural healers to get into these stores and act because they don't play around with supplements. Anyways, okay, so 1 teaspoon of activated charcoal powder. Okay, 1 tablespoon, moderate, see if you can find that chlorophyll for 1 tablespoon of liquid chlorophyll. Okay. You can get yourself a mint flavor or alfalfa based flavor. They even shut me down on YouTube for showing y'all links of pictures. Someone else in my team got to show y'all. So some of y'all that chlorophyll might be hard to spell. It's C as in Charlie, H as in Henry, O as in Oscar, R as in Robert, and then they'll come up and put another O as in Oscar behind that R. Chlorophyll should pop up. Okay, chlorophyll. You want to get 1 tablespoon of liquid chlorophyll, mint or alfalfa based. Okay, mint or alfalfa based. Got a whole bunch of them out there because people know your palates. Okay, stay focused. Now you can have yourself a half of lemon juice. Same, but this time is not a lemon. This is a lime. So you want to have a half of lime. Cut in half and squeeze it up in that bad boy because this going to help deliver it, break it up. It's that acidic, that will actually alkaline when it hits your body. That's what the lemon and lime would do. That's the magic of the body. People know these secrets and y'all heard about it. Okay. And then the last but not least is a half a teaspoon, not a tablespoon, because y'all love taking yourself 2-3 tablespoons. Ain't going to hurt, but it's enough. You want everything else we don't want this apple cider vinegar to overpower. So a half a teaspoon TSP of apple cider vinegar. So that's the recipe of this right here. 8 ounces to 10 ounces of spring water or distilled water, 1 teaspoon of activated charcoal powder, 1 tablespoon of chlorophyll, mint or alfalfa base, and half of 1 lime squeezed inside, and half a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. This bad boy will actually cleanse. And you don't need to do a lot of this. You can do this for like 3 days. 3 days. It is powerful. Okay. So I would if you have off days, try to have 2 off days, because some of y'all, this might have you go to the restroom. It might be a diuretic for you and give you bubble guts. Because if you're getting bubble guts, that means you got a lot going on inside your digestive tract, and your body's like, hey, I'm not used to you cleansing the gut out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving you little secrets that a lot of natural healers won't give you. They only want you to buy from their store. This ain't what we're doing. Kareem wants you to have home remedies, and you start purchasing these things, and you can use it when you feel need be. Okay? That's what it is. That's what it is. We don't need to go through no rocket sciences on how you blend it and whatnot. Everybody know what's up, how you supposed to stir stuff in a cup and whatever. If you don't know, you ain't no grown adult. We ain't talking to no 10 and 12, 13 years here. They don't supposed to be here. Matter of fact, I got to watch even saying ages. They be tripping. Last but not least, press 5 if you're ready for the last recipe, because we getting into the past the 30-minute mark right here. Press 5 if you're ready for the last recipe. I want you to have some little nuggets. Yeah, 1 teaspoon. There, somebody put it there. Good. I want you to have a little nuggets, because a lot of people don't want to get these nuggets up here for you, because I'm telling y'all, you can pick one. You don't have to eat all of these. You pick which one you want to use that you like. I want to make sure you understand. You don't have to do these recipes, all 3 of them. Okay, press 7 if you understand. You do not have to do all 3 of these. Pick one that you like, because they're all blood related. When it comes to activated charcoal, it's all liver and kidney related. So please press 7. Thank you. I don't want you getting lost thinking, I need to do all 3 of these for this. No. So I'm glad I put it out there. No question is a dumb question. All right. So this last one here is this right here. Okay. This one is a liver and kidney flush. This is a gentle overnight detox. Those individuals that don't want to do nothing in the morning, they don't want to do it before or after they meal. This one is gentle overnight. Okay, especially good for those with sluggish digestion, when they have issues with digestive issues and they're on medication. Individuals that's on medication. But the best time before bed, 3 hours after dinner. So this is called a few hours after you had your heaviest meal, 3 hours before you go to bed. No, this is before you go to, not 3 hours before you go to, 3 hours after your heaviest meal, but before bed. So you can kind of have it and go night-night. Okay. All right. This ingredient right here is 1 cup. I don't know why I said 1 cup. It's the same thing. 1 cup, we all know 1 cup is 8 ounces. So 8 ounces, again, of distilled water or spring water, but it's warm. Ooh, and they already taught you the power of tea. I done already taught you the power of warm water. Get that digestive tract moving, and it helps out the kidneys. The reason why warm is so powerful is because the body's temperature, you can just put a little thermometer underneath your tongue and you'll find out what your temperature is, and basically of your body and your blood. It's right there at that 96, 97. So if you already at that number of temperature, but you're drinking cold water or room temperature, the body has to adjust it. But if you give it that temperature, it don't take long for warm water to like be at that number where you at. Don't think you can just put it on a pot and just go and, oh, I touch it. That's 97. No, that's hot. That's probably over 120. And you like, oh, I could touch it. It's fine. You want to make sure you test it so you can know what's what. Even the tap water out your faucet is too hot. You literally have to gauge it. You want to find out how you do it. It's warm water, really warm water. Just heat it up real quick for like less than me, myself. Don't be sticking it in no microwave. Come on, man. We ain't trying to turn your distilled water and spring water into radiation water. Okay. Come on. Stop being lazy. Just sit there and get it, put it on the pot, warm up for less than 20 seconds. It's a wrap. You don't need that long. Probably 30 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds. So anyways, 8 ounces of distilled water or spring water, half a teaspoon again, half a teaspoon of activated charcoal, half a teaspoon. All right. 1 teaspoon of milk thistle seed powder. Ooh, you got to order this online. This one's a little different. Yeah, you got to get this bad boy on Amazon. So you want to type on Amazon, you want to look for some milk thistle seed powder. Milk thistle seed powder. Type it all in, not just milk thistle powder. And if you type that in and it come up, make sure the bag says something on it, seed powder, milk thistle seed powder. Believe it or not, a lot of people already know about this already. And milk thistle is a powerhouse when it comes to your liver. That's why it's a liver and kidney plus. You're putting a little bit of that milk thistle in there. So 1 tablespoon of milk thistle seed powder, okay? Half a teaspoon of dandelion root powder or extract. Keep in mind that when you see a extract behind a powder, it's powerful. If you see the word extract behind capsules, it's extra powerful. In some cases, you don't know how extra powerful it is. Most of the time, it's 10 to 15 times stronger than regular powder. So keep that in mind. If you're trying to be sensitive and you don't want to be extra, just get a powder or that doesn't have extract behind it. That means it's 10 times stronger. Okay. Just want to make sure you understand the difference. So you can get yourself half a teaspoon of dandelion root powder or extract. If I was you, I would just stick to the regular powder. Stay away from the extract. It might be most likely it's too strong for you. And you don't even know how strong they had it anyway. Some of them will tell you it's 10x, it's 5x. They'll lie and say it's 100x. You don't know how powerful they made that powder when they made it into an extract. Just be careful with that, okay? Keep in mind, when I get mine, I get extracts. We actually get them from locations that are trusted and already been pretty much lab grade and tested. Anyways, and here's this optional for you if you want. 1 to 2 drops of peppermint essential oil. This is some peppermint essential oil. I'm going to tell you right now, when you messing with people tell you can't take them bad boys internally. No, it's how you take it. It's how you take it. Okay. So you just don't be every essential oil you can't do like that. But peppermint oil is a beast you can. Okay. It helps out with the brain, the gut, everything. But 1 drop, don't be no hero and try to be like, oh, I'm gonna go 2 or 3. Yeah. It's very, very strong. So just put this bad, but 1 drop and that'd be it. But you ain't even got to use this. This is optional. And this one right here, what time of the day to take the blood cancer? We'll go back to that one. Appreciate you asking that. But yeah, this one right here is before bed, okay? After your heaviest meal, 3 hours after. So the peppermint essential oil is optional. So now to go over that one more time, 1 cup / 8 ounces of distilled water. What the heck? I got hit with a violation already? Warning? What did I do? Anyway, we're going to move forward. 1 cup or 8 ounces of distilled water / spring water, and then a half a teaspoon of activated charcoal, then 1 teaspoon of milk thistle seed powder, and then half a teaspoon of dandelion root powder or extract. Stick with just the powder, and then optional 1 drop of peppermint essential oil. So I'm gonna keep, see, I just brought that oil in picture and they tripping because I'm showing you how to use it. I got a small little warning, possible strike if I keep it going. Okay, so down right there, and to answer the question with the actual, somebody asked about the blood cleanse. What time of the day do you take that bad boy? This one is in the morning on an empty stomach, the blood activated charcoal detox lemonade in the morning on an empty stomach or 2 hours after eating. So if you already ate, you're gonna have to wait a couple hours before you take it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, with all of these, this is my disclaimer here. With all of these, make sure that you take it 2 hours before or 2 hours after medication. You don't want to take it together. It's not no major thing here with it, but I myself always teach with everybody, and I want you to, if you pass this on to a family member, a loved one, a friend, you always let them know any strong elixir, and this is in the family of a decent, strong elixirs and whatnot, infusion, what you're doing, and you knowing how to work a chlorophyll, you know how to work powders, you know how to amplify them and make them stronger than what they are. That's what activated charcoal does. It's going to make it stronger than what it is, just like black pepper. Thank you for joining. Black pepper is a beast too. So when you're using these, you want to make sure that you stay away from combining medication with these, because you can amplify your medication. Okay. It ain't going to knock you out or take you out, but you might end up, like, why am I feeling woozy? Or why am I going right to sleep? Or why do I have a headache? To avoid all that combining with each other, just give a 2 to 3 hour window between your medication. Okay. All right. So somebody decided to share the link. Look at Mrs. Jennifer Friendly. Good luck if sharing the link out to people. Okay. Now, before I let you go, let me make sure that if you want information on raw and uncut, go to foresizelife.com and I'll send you information on Tuesdays and Thursdays, peer-reviewed clinical studies on things that actually, how do I say this, that help the body more effectively than you would even know. A lot of secrets, I just make sure I put them there. All right. I just say it that way. That way I won't use their load of words that they hate. Also, I'm trying to raise thousands and thousands of herbologists. I got a bunch of them out there. I don't know how active they are, but I'm having an early sale going on the end of this month. I got to get on it with my team to make sure they get cracking with it and get started. But that one is early bird sale. It's over 10,000 people in my email list, but it's only actively, it's about, I would say, close to a little over 2,500 to 3,000 of them. So you have a major chance of getting the herbology course for $1, $1, $2, $3, $4. It just goes up until the last person, $350. It's still well worth it. It'll be the last person gets it for 40% off. Everybody is going to have it under 40% off. The people that get in early, they're going to have it for pretty much free. $1, $2, $3, $5. So make sure you're being part of that. And it's only going out to my email list. So I want to make sure everybody knows about that, because depending on how stressful this trade school that I'm putting together this year, that supposed to start next year, in the directory I'm doing with natural healers, and then traveling around the world, really around United States of America, trying to make sure I do little pop-ups and seminars and webinars for my natural healers that's trying to, and people that want to be helpful in the community. I might not do this again because I'll be busy. So I want to make sure you don't just jump on this when you can. I might try to help out people at the beginning of next year. If they say that I wasn't part of it, or I didn't hear about it, it all depends on my team. So let me make sure before I let you go, let me read some information for you, a little story that happened. I hope you put the links in there. Individuals helping people, moderators helping people get some of this, what is it called? Trusted lab grade activated charcoal. Some people it's not really difficult. Okay, good. Yes, you did. Appreciate it. Okay. What is activated charcoal? Okay, on the labor terms. I already put that there. Let me see. Here it is. Somebody sent me an email. I'm trying to find it. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is what I got, and I want to read this for you because you guys need to understand. A lot of people don't get it. Here we go. All right. Let me tell you a little story. I got to say it in the story mode. All right, this email. So we won't be talking about factual. I'm not going to say nobody's name so they get themselves caught up. There was a man who forgot to clean his blood. Okay, he felt his body was not attached to him anymore. He wasn't a bad man, just busy, tired, living and fasting, living on a fast meal, sodas, and he was always stressed. His skin was lost and it didn't even glow no more. His eyes looked heavy. He'd wake up tired and go to sleep even more tired. Doctors told him his liver was working too hard. That what the doctor said. And his kidneys were a little too slow. So he tried vitamins, cleansing, and juices, vegetable juices at that, but still felt like something inside was stuck. And it wasn't working. Then one night, he learned about something ancient and humble when he ran across somebody named, I don't know, I ain't gonna say his name. Activated charcoal. He mixed 1 spoon into, he went heavy, into a glass of water. It was black as midnight. He stared at it for a moment and thinking, this looks strange. Should I do it? But he said, being sick is even stranger to me. Wow. He took a sip, then another. He didn't feel any fireworks, just a little bit of peace, and it would just taste like water. But over the next few days, something beautiful happened. His stomach calmed. His mind felt a little clearer. His body began to breathe again. Charcoal didn't give him new blood. It helped remove the trash that the old blood was swimming in. I like how you wrote that. It helped his liver rest. It helped his kidneys relax. It reminded him of something isn't a roar, but it's a whisper. He went back to the doctor and he said, hey, doc, can you check me out again with my numbers? The doctor told him. He waited those few days for his vital signs to come in, his blood information to come in, and he couldn't believe his numbers had changed. They were almost normal again. So I'm saying to you, what is clogging your inner liver? Aren't you ready to release? Huh? Aren't you ready for your spirit to flow freely again? Huh? How would you know? Aren't you ready to breathe deeper again? Sleep better again? The unknowing of your liver and your kidneys and your gallbladder and your pancreas getting a boost once every season, once or twice a year, 2 to 3 times a year. Aren't you ready to allow your livers to be like, I appreciate you, giving you a silent but wonderful thank you. I appreciate you. Even though it can't say it to you, speak. Just like an animal lets you know its appreciation when it comes around you, but they can't speak. Just like your fish in your tank can't wait to see you walk up to the fish tank because they simply know you someone that they want to pay attention to them or maybe bless them with a little something. Just because your organs and your inner side of your body, your inner spirit, your temple, just because your temple can cry out loud and tell you, hey, Jason, hey, Martha, hey, Robert, I need you. Can you help me detoxify? Because them pancakes sopped up with that Aunt Jemima syrup was too much for me. That actually soda, that root beer, and that actual ice cream was too much for me. That Snickers bar, that energy drink, I'm holding on, and I need it to be flushed out because it's straining my white cells. It's straining the army. It's smothering and stressing me out. Can you help me? Just because you can't hear it, I'm here to help you hear. I'm here to be your soundboard. So I'm hoping you listen. That's all you got to do. So if you listen and you actually take action and you don't be a gatekeeper and you pay it forward to other people, believe me, maybe we can start hearing our orders say thank you. But like I say all the time, Mother Nature's your gift. They hope they're living. This is Herbert Screen. Y'all take care of yourself and you have yourself a good night. Peace, y'all. Thank you for spending the night with me. And those individuals that didn't catch it on TikTok, okay, the whole thing, go over to foursightsoflife.com YouTube channel, go into the live section, and you'll be able to rewatch it. That's where all my lives at. Sometimes even my last earlier on Friday when I was in Atlanta teaching about the eggshells, that was on, it didn't show on Facebook. Go to foursightsoflife.com YouTube channel. You can see all the live streams. Okay. On that note, you guys take care of yourself. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Once again, I'll be here on Wednesday teaching you again that fire. And those of you part of my private list, you're going to get some information tomorrow. You know, that stuff that they won't let me tell nobody about. Okay? Y'all take care of yourself. Peace. Have a good night. Later. Mm-hmm.